Hello friends, I made this for. My name is Lauren, and today is another tarot tip video. Specifically, I want to talk to you about the subject of jumpers. So what is a jumper? You may or may not know this term already. If you're a baby witch, maybe it's a little new for you, but that's okay, we're all here to learn. A jumper, that would be considered a jumper, I guess. So different folks have different ideas about what a jumper might be. For me, as a reader personally, a jumper refers to a card that jumps out of the deck as I am shuffling. So I shuffle like so. Every witch has their own way. And bada bing, bada boom. This card jumped out. That is a jumper. Now, I have shared on my channel that I don't personally read jumpers. I have in the past, but I just feel that because I have so many jumpers and sometimes when they jump out, I feel like they throw me off. So at this point in my career, this one jumped out like this. It's the Wheel of Fortune. At this point of my readings, I don't actually read jumpers. I just read what I pull. What's going on up there? So when it comes to jumpers, it's a very personal choice whether or not to read jumpers. I have friends who will read jumpers, but only if they are facing up. If they're facing down, they don't read them. So, as I said, this is something that I used to read. But what I found is because I shuffle so loose, I would get a lot of jumpers. And so jumpers start to kind of cloud what was coming up for me. So I ended up making a choice, just a decision as a reader, that I don't read them. This one keeps jumping out. But that's, of course, not a super strict rule that I have for myself. Anytime that I have a rule or so, I always have the caveat of it depends. So if this card, which it is, keeps jumping out, I might take that as okay, this card wants to be seen, it wants to be heard, it wants to be known. I'm going to take a back seat for a second and consider that this card is jumping out because it wants me to pay attention to it, right? So that's one way of having some ease with the rules. So, for example, I've told you I don't read jumpers, but that jumper jumped out 3 different times at me today. So I'll probably start considering it. I might pull it and say, okay, you want to be here, you want to be heard, you want to be seen. Let's see what the rest of my pulls have to say. I keep getting this one too. What does that mean? I'm just kidding. I know what it means. So yeah, that's basically the long and the short of why to read jumpers. You just got to follow your intuition. You got to sit with it, maybe meditate with your deck, ask your deck some questions, maybe pull some cards about whether or not you should pull jumpers, meditate with your deck. The choice to whether or not read jumpers is strictly a personal thing, like most tarot is, and it's something that you should really just feel out for yourself. You can journal about it, cleanse your deck with some tar wood or whatever else you might be using. Talk to your deck, build that relationship, build that trust. Does your deck want you to read jumpers, or are you just shitty at shuffling like me? And if you have rules, can you be flexible with those things when following your intuition? Absolutely, and you should be. So that is my quickie take on jumpers. Do you read jumpers? What do you think? This is just a quick video to share my thoughts and feelings on jumpers. Everyone has their own thoughts and feelings. If you're a baby witch, that can be a fun thing to explore. Ask your deck how it wants to be interpreted. I'm from Tejas. No, seriously, I am. My accent slips. So, yeah, follow your heart, listen to your cards, and as always, have fun. Tarot cards are great. They're not all doom and gloom. They're not always so esoteric. Sometimes it's a fun conversation with an old friend. Sometimes it's that bitch in Walmart who won't shut up. That bitch in Walmart. Just kidding. But anywho, I hope this was a little supportive quickie. Let me know what you think down below. And of course, links as always in the description box if you want to connect with me on social media. I also make TikToks and stuff. But with that said, thank you for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video with someone that you love, hate, or have a crush on. And I'll see you next time, my friends. Bye-bye.